So, what do we call this brave new world that you cooked up for us? I was thinking Flashpoint. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Real Screen Team. I'm Andrew Thomas. I'm here with fellow speedster Christopher Johnson.
Hello everyone.
And we're continuing our compare and contrast the Flashpoint adaptations.
Yes, we are going over the version of Flashpoint done for the CW series, The Flash. And why not let you go ahead?
Alright. The Flash is an American superhero television series developed by Greg Berlanti, Andrew Kreisberg, and Jeff Johns. The series is based on the Barry Allen incarnation of DC Comics, The Flash, a costume superhero crime fighter with the power to move at superhuman speed. The series is a spin-off of Arrow, existing in the same fictional universe known as the Arrowverse. The series premiered on the CW on October 7th, 2014 and ran for 9 seasons until May 24th, 2023. Now the synopsis. Barry Allen, a crime scene investigator who gains superhero speed when he uses to fight criminals along with others who have gained superhuman abilities.
And the episode synopsis.
Right. Well, Barry is living his dream life. His parents are alive. He's asked Iris West on a date, and he can finally be a normal guy. As Central City has another speedster, Kid Flash, running around saving the city. When Barry starts forgetting parts of his life, his old life, the Reverse Flash taunts his nemesis. It tells him that there will be serious repercussions for Barry and the ones he loves if he continues to live in this alternate universe. In addition to losing his memories, his powers will also start to fade. When disaster strikes, Barry must decide if he wants to continue to live in this world as Barry Allen or return to his universe as the Flash. I thought it was a good episode.
Yes, it actually is a good episode.
At the time, when I first saw it, I wasn't really too happy about how it went, but...
Why? Because it felt a bit too light?
And too rushed.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, Flashpoint truly is a very big story.
Yeah.
And, I mean, just with what we talked about with the animated film... I do understand the complaints, but I think for the series, I think it was fine that it was stripped down.
Yeah.
And, kind of focused a bit more on the whole core narrative of Barry Allen.
Yeah.
But I guess when we get into the cast, starting with Barry Allen himself. Barry Allen, a.k.a. The Flash, played by Grant Gustin. Grant Gustin is still the best Flash. Don't at me.
He should have been the movie Flash.
Yes. This man perfectly understands how to play this character.
Yeah.
He's fantastic as Barry Allen.
Yeah.
Truly fantastic. Because while he still has that, nerdy, quirky type of energy, you still truly feel that he's a good, upstanding guy, and when he puts on that suit, he's a true hero.
Yeah.
And plus, this man runs the whole gambit of emotions. He's able to play fun and happy. He's able to play angry. He's able to play depressed. This man is fantastic. He gets it.
In the first part of the episode, he's mainly Happy Barry.
Yeah.
Who still has the speed in this version because he doesn't have that problem of losing his speed when he travels back in time to save his mom.
Which part of me, I don't fully know how to feel about that, but then again, it does make things easier because stripped down, we don't have to go through the whole, him having to go through trial and error to get his speed back. And I mean, he's finally getting to live the life he never got to have.
Yeah.
All because of Eobard Thawne.
Yeah.
Because Eobard Thawne just has to ruin Barry Allen's life in some way, shape, or form.
And you don't really have to watch the season finale of season 2 to do that because they re-show the season 2 finale part where he saves his mom.
Yeah.
In both the recap and in the flashback again.
And for real, you really can enjoy this story, this episode kind of standalone.
Yeah. Even though this episode does make repercussions for
everything that happens for the rest of the season.
And through the rest of the next 3 seasons until Crisis.
True. Very true. But with talking about the Flash, why don't we get into the Flash team, though they're not technically the Flash team right now.
The Flashpoint versions of the Flash team.
Starting with Candace Patton as Iris West.
I like this version and Earth 2 version of Iris West. Well, current Iris goes here and there.
I get it. I get it. Because, they did. I think the first couple seasons,
I think season 4 and possibly season 6, they do her the worst, and
then
they do her better in seasons 7 on.
I mean, the first couple seasons, she still did good.
Yeah.
I mean, despite having to go through the whole, she can't know that Barry's the Flash, and, she's not into Barry yet, until finally she is.
Although that also make it kind of awkward. Dating sort of the guy who you thought was your brother, who's been with you through every holiday.
Yeah, but it's not that weird. I mean, she knew Barry before Barry's parents, before the calamity that happened to Barry's parents.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's still fine.
Yeah.
I mean, Barry was just the foster kid that lived with him.
Yeah. But she still treated as another brother until she got a real brother.
I feel bad for Barry. He got brother zoned until
Wally showed up and made everything a little bit better.
Yeah, because now he doesn't have to fill the void.
Yeah, although it makes Wally resentful because he wasn't there.
Yeah. And then Wally feels some type of way when he kind of doesn't... He's really not needed in the team.
Yeah.
But that's later on.
Yeah, but she does great. She's part of the Thomas Wayne equivalent with her knowing about Barry's time travel thing and automatically going out on a date with him without not really knowing anything about him in this timeline. And she doesn't get along with her father in this timeline, which we don't really get a good explanation of why in this timeline. They just don't get along.
Is that the reason why Joe's a drunk?
Yeah.
Huh.
Partial reason. They don't really go into why.
Did they just want to parallel what would end up happening for a while in the season after this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the issues with this episode, but overall, I think Candace Patton did do a fantastic job.
She became Barry's anchor when he started losing his memories and his power. That she helped them go defeat the rival.
Which I am actually happy that we at least got to have one of the other evil speedsters, even though he's technically Jay Garrick's version of the Reverse Flash.
Yeah.
So, would have been cool to see Jay Garrick fight him. But
let's talk about the other supporting cast.
Well, do we go with the other speedster or the rest of the core Flash team?
We can go with the other speedster.
Okay.
Since he doesn't get much love.
Wally West, a.k.a. Kid Flash, played by Keenan Lonsdale.
Yeah. You did great.
Yes.
For a small part where he starts out as the hero and then he gets pushed out of the way because Barry has to fix the timeline and all that.
Yeah, he was put out of commission.
Literally.
I mean, coma and other injuries. I mean, oof. Yeah, Barry had to go and fix everything just to make sure he was okay.
Yeah. But he is really full of himself, being the Kid Flash.
Which, that is perfect for Wally as Kid Flash.
Even though he doesn't like being called Kid Flash. I'm the Flash. No, you're Kid Flash.
No.
That's a running gag of the entire episode.
I think doesn't even the newspaper and the television still call him Kid Flash? Yeah. He cannot catch a break. He is Kid Flash. You're not the Flash. You're Kid Flash.
At least we get an explanation in the Flashpoint universe of how he got his powers. When he was working on one of his motorized vehicles, lightning comes and hits it with all the chemicals and stuff that makes them faster.
Though, how in the world were those chemicals there? I mean, yeah, it's weird. But at least, at least we got,
And just like
an explanation.
Oh, yes, and they're brother and sister, not cousins in this universe. Yeah.
Yes. Which I was actually fine with that change.
Yeah.
I think it worked a bit better.
Yeah.
Rather than Wally is, Wally is just my nephew that's just, visiting.
Yeah. Well,
for a whole season.
Yeah. Well. And he also doesn't get along with Joe, even though we never see him interact with each other. Until the end, when Joe saves Barry from the rival. And he seems to be only care about Wally. Oh, I know Wally isn't street danger, but he doesn't say hi to his daughter or ask him what happened. Yeah.
I swear.
There's some missed points in that big hole of their relationships to each other. Let's go to Cisco, the richest man in Central City.
Cisco Ramon, played by Carlos Valdez.
He
much different than the lovable geek who ends up becoming the superhero vibe. No, he's one of the richest men in the whole world.
And he's an asshole.
Yes. I mean, is he technically the Harrison Wells of that?
Even though Harrison Wells should supposedly still be alive in this universe.
Yeah.
Because Reverse Flash never killed him.
Yeah. I don't even think they ever fully
No,
explain.
they never explain it.
So that means Cisco was the one who came up with the idea of the particle accelerator.
Either that or he bought Harrison Wells out after the particle accelerator exploded.
That actually is a much better idea.
Yeah. He's like, oh, you screwed up the city with the particle accelerator. Having these metahumans around. I'm putting you out of business.
So wait, does that mean Wells' wife is alive as well?
Yeah, because like I said, we need
everybody actually got a better hand compared to all the other Flashpoint stories.
Although we never get to meet Flashpoint Wells. Missed opportunity there.
I know.
Tom Cavanaugh's credited, but that you don't show him appearing. I don't really count the clips of when he gets his memories back of all the things, where you briefly see him as well as Thawne.
Stock footage.
I don't think that counts.
But it was actually very interesting to see a different version of Cisco.
Yeah.
You know, him being absolutely full of himself.
Yep. And somehow he knows what speedster's hand would go through your chest, even though in the timeline it would have never happened to him. I know it's a good in-joke, which they overdo a lot with Cisco.
Yeah.
Cisco either gets killed by hand moment, or he references it too many times, or he gets almost killed again by Thawne Wells another time, or by Zoom. Yeah.
And the scary helicopter noises.
Yeah, that he even references a pilot once Barry's fighting the rival spins around. He's like a weather wizard. But he already has a name, so that doesn't really mean anything. Thank you for the homage for the pilot, but that doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah, wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
I guess now we get into Dr. Caitlin Snow, played by Danielle Panabaker.
Pediatrician. She's a pediatrician eye doctor.
Yeah.
That's her thing. That's it.
Though she did help, when Wally got hurt. Mm. So at least she knows other forms of medicine.
Despite Barry sort of kidnapping her?
It wasn't sort of. He did.
Yeah.
Just because he felt, we need the whole crew, despite not bringing in Wells.
Yeah. Why, Barry? Why not bring in Wells? You had Earth 2 Wells. You should have maybe have Flashpoint Wells be the opposite, be like season 2 but flipped. Like have Flashpoint Wells be all nice about it and be all sympathetic to Barry while Cisco's chewing him out.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, have their personality switch and have them to fight with each other there. With Harrison Wells end up being the guy calling all the names instead of that. Cisco.
That actually would have been cool. That actually would have been
Missed opportunity,
cool.
Greg Berlanti. You wrote the story, Greg Berlanti. You had. Yeah, the other guy who got fired doesn't count anymore.
What, Kreisberg?
Yeah, after his allegations, but I still think he was pretty much better than Eric Wallace.
Yes, he was. I mean,
she did well.
Yeah, with what little she had, because
she was basically the comic relief.
Yeah, because she was just thrust into this, not knowing what is going on at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was just mainly used for the joke of what doctor she is.
Yep. And then, of course, Tom Cavanaugh doesn't appear at all.
No.
He just gives credit, although he does make up by doing another Flashpoint for Armageddon, albeit as Thawne Wells.
Yeah, which was interesting, but he does not look right in the Flash suit.
Yeah, although it was fun to see him get on Barry. Finally did the meme. It was me all along, Barry.
It was me, Barry.
I get to seal your wife, while still wearing this face because reasons. Which I wonder how he did that in his timeline. They do like the Martian Manhunter thing, do the Martian Manhunter lie, saying, "Well, I met Harrison Wells, but he had a heart attack, so I had to go take his face."
That is until Cyborg Superman shows up.
Yeah.
And now
Joe.
Yep. Detective Joe West, played by Jesse L. Martin.
He takes the alcoholism of Thomas Wayne and killing a speedster.
Yeah. Yeah, of everyone, he's the one that was dealt the worst hand.
Yeah.
Everybody else actually made it out pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that...
And we know we get explanation why he's like that. He just is.
I mean, usually something truly traumatic would lead to
I
that
feel like
happening.
there was a lot that was in the original script that they cut out. I would like to see the original script of this before they revised it 2 or 3 more times.
Yeah, that would be very interesting.
If there was an original script. Maybe. There better be have original script with a Flashpoint Wells.
We know you have something, Berlanti.
Yeah. And Guggen.
Well, Kreisberg.
Yeah.
Guggenheim was Arrow.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah. But yeah, we don't get much about him other than he doesn't have a good relationship with his daughter. He drinks. He gets in trouble for being late for work. That's it.
Yeah. And shoots the rifle.
Yeah.
And I guess now we get into everyone's favorite part of this episode. Eobard Thawne, a.k.a. Reverse Flash, played by Matt Letcher.
He was great in this.
Yes. Oh, God.
It's his one-liners that everyone remembers from this episode.
Yes.
Whether it's the Flashpoint thing or who's the villain now, Flash? Now who's the villain?
This was him at his most Thawne.
Yeah.
I mean, he truly embodied everything that is Thawne.
And you can see a little bit of what he would do to be Harrison Wells with some of his mentor skills.
Yeah.
By T.L. telling Barry what not to do.
Even though Barry doesn't completely listen, but...
Yeah. Yeah, but he does great taunting Barry. He's like, one of these days, you're going to beg me to kill your mom again.
And unfortunately, he did. Unfortunately, Barry very reluctantly had to.
Yeah, but he does it very coldly. He's like, I need to hear you say it, Barry. I need you to kill my mother with pleasure. With that smile, yeah.
Okay, they're true. Okay, now I see the arguments.
Yeah.
There truly are arguments between him or C. Thomas Howell.
Yeah.
As who plays the better Eobard Thawne.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though season 1 Tom Cavanaugh.
Yeah, it's great. I think he falls out after season 5, Tom Cavanaugh.
Yeah, he goes full Power Ranger villain at that point. It's a shame.
Yeah.
But I guess we get into the good.
Yeah.
The plot was good. while it was stripped down, it was still accurate to the source material.
Yeah.
And I think it being stripped down actually did... I think it did do service to what the episode was trying to do.
Yep.
The acting was fantastic. Of course, the true MVPs of this were Grant Gustin, Matt Letcher, and Candace Patton.
Yeah.
They were the ones that truly carried this whole episode.
Of course, the guest stars.
Yes. Well, even though we include him in the main cast, Matt Letcher was kind of a guest star.
He was a special guest star.
Yeah.
Given the fact that he's joining Legends after this episode.
True. Very true. Alex Dessert as Captain Julio Mendez. Yeah. David Singh never became captain.
Yeah. And a nice homage to the Flash TV show. Since he was John Wesley Shipp's buddy.
That is right. Which is fantastic. Yeah. Julio did good.
Yeah.
In one universe, Julio did good.
And in the future, he actually does reveal to Barry that he knew that he was the Flash all along. In an alternate future, yeah.
Oh, so he wasn't dumb.
Yeah. He was just playing it.
And, of course, we get to have John Wesley Shipp as Dr. Henry Allen and Michelle Harrison as Nora Allen.
They did fine with their two scenes that they had.
Yeah, but it is great to always see them. Yeah. I mean, John Wesley Shipp truly did fantastic playing Henry Allen.
Yeah.
In pretty much, all the seasons that he played the character.
Yeah.
Even though I do love him as Jay Garrick, but you definitely feel the emotions with Barry when he sees both of them together.
Yeah. And then he this one he finally says goodbye.
Yeah.
To before he has to undo everything.
Which it you felt it.
Yeah.
You really did feel it.
Yeah, especially when he was crying. Knowing that he had to go ask Reverse Flash to do the deed.
Yeah, because he getting to see his mom living, into her older age. Not old, but she got to age gracefully and she there with his dad. They all happy.
Living in the same house.
Breathing.
He's still renting. In this universe, he's renting their house. There. And he's actually going on dates. Unlike Flashpoint Barry from the animated movie.
Yeah, true.
His mom doesn't think he's gay. She just thinks he's a bit of a stalker with Iris. So.
Well, when you think about it.
Yeah.
And also Todd Lassens.
Yeah, let's just go with that.
As Edward Claris, a.k.a. The Rival.
That suit did look cool.
Yes, it did. Even though technically that's not really the attire he wears when fighting Jay Garrick, but hey, it worked.
Yeah.
It worked. It was a unique and really cool suit.
Yeah.
And I think he did do a good job playing the Rival.
Yep. That they brought him back for the next episode to get killed off. Again.
Why did we never get to see him fight Jay Garrick? I would have enjoyed that.
Yeah. Missed opportunity.
Yeah.
A lot of things that the Flash did had missed opportunities.
Yeah.
Like the Rogues and all that, yeah.
Yeah. Would have been interesting.
Reverse Rogues, Matt Lefter's Reverse Flash, a lot of missed opportunities.
So I guess now we get into
Well, there's also the bad, sort of, where where it wasn't really world threatening.
True.
The only real thing was he was losing his memory, and Wally West got seriously hurt.
Yeah.
Other than that, his life seemed to be pretty happy. So still feels kind of weird after that.
Yeah, for him to
have this epiphany.
Yeah, it doesn't work compared to the other versions of Flashpoint,
including the next one.
Yeah, which I have to begrudgingly say.
And no Tom Cavanaugh. That's all.
Yeah, that's really about it. Yeah. So I guess
I give this an 8 out of 10. I still really enjoy this, mainly because of Matt Lefter's and Grant Gustin's performance. Their interactions together are my favorite parts of this episode. That's why I keep replaying this episode, either on Grant Gustin or Matt Lefter's birthday, or, like I said, my own Flashpoint marathon.
For me, I guess I'm going to agree with you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
It really is a great episode, and it was a great way to open, that season.
Yeah. But if any of you guys who are Flash fans have different opinions of this episode, go find us on Facebook, The Real Screen Team. Where else?
You can also find us on Instagram, Reddit, and TikTok.
Make sure to like, comment, share our videos, and subscribe to this YouTube channel.
Yes, and don't forget to click the post notifications so you stay up to date with our videos.
Now we finally made it to the last Flashpoint.
Oh my God!
With very interesting, conflicting results.
Yes. While it's not a terrible movie, there are still a lot of factors that make this not necessarily the most enjoyable experience. Yeah. We talk about the 2023 film, The Flash.
Want to roll us out?
Well, sure. Well, thank you all for watching. Definitely come back and watch us again. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, and click the post notification bell. It would really help. Well, cut, print, that's a wrap.